So, other reasons people might not know about COVID at all, right? They don't watch TV, right? They're at, like the Amish, or, right? For example, right? Or, people who drive a lot. I might listen to the radio, but I don't know. All depends, don't it? Right. Okay. So that's one thing, right? You're neglecting that it was the first case was discovered in 1960. That means it had 60 years to permeate, right? And that could be a reason it's epidemic. If it's the original strain, and even if it's a different strain from China, right? Alright, it's like when the monkey spit in the guy's mouth, it became airborne somehow, right? But he also had the original strain too, right? So it kind of mutated with him somehow. Right? The guy who found the monkey in the woods and all that, right? Who was played by Patrick Dempsey, right? Okay. And Dustin Hoffman played the Colonel, right? And another guy was a different Colonel, but he got to arrest Donald Sutherland's character. Now, that's what we're worried about too, Mr. President. Who's Donald Sutherland's character in this? Yeah, yeah. Who just don't give a fuck. And, all right, I know. And who's trying to cure it, right? Things like that too is important. No. Who's working on the antidote, right? Yeah. Now, Morgan Freeman's character, yeah. He knew it was wrong, right? He couldn't consciously be like Donald Sutherland character, right? But you know, it's just a character, you know. I don't think Donald Sutherland would be like the president in Hunger Games either, but that's still the point. The character he's playing it, so no. Now, character speaks to a person's personality, whether you do someone right or wrong. I heard Donald doesn't even want to give California fire aid because of them voting for Hillary. Can't do that either, Mr. President. Love your enemies does mean that, right? Unless you're satanic about it, right? Then to hell with them, right? Oh, I'm reading the Satanic Bible by LaVey, right? Interesting read, though. Not saying it's not, right? But I got maybe a little over a third to a half somewhere in there, right? About 270 something pages, right? 72. So I just decided to read that. See what they say. Now, he might be more like Jesus than you think, though. If I'm discovering what I think I'm discovering, and, you know, the 7 brothers actually had his wife. And he might have been with 7 women, including the woman at the well. Uh-oh. And maybe he impregnated Mary after the resurrection. Wouldn't that be weird? But it would prove he was resurrected, wouldn't it, if he knocked up Mary after the resurrection. But maybe Peter wouldn't let John write it down. I mean, I hate to say it. Ooh, Ashley's on again. I ain't seen her in a couple of days. It's been, what's his name? Tatum. Uh, anyway. Now, what I'm trying to do with the drums, though, is introduce to you new ways to playing it. Because, see, yeah, you can use the kick drum, but you can also use the drumsticks for the kick drum. By the way. You gotta play it differently a little bit, but you can do some things you never thought of, like play it like the bongos, right? Or play it with your fingertips. You can create some incredible sounds with it. I don't know. You know, there's more than one way to play it. You can also play it with, I got a set of sticks that you beat together to make a beat, right? But I also got the drumsticks. Hell, I could use one drumstick and one of the sticks you beat together. Because they're of different sizes, right? But that's called thinking outside the box, people. If you only see a box and not what is going on around the box or outside the box, right? You might not see the whole picture. And that's what I mean. That's what you mean. I'm just showing you new ways and more exciting ways to play the drum, actually, right? You can even play it with your fingernails and fingertips, right? Especially the cymbals, right? And make some unusual sounds, right? Right. See, that's called thinking outside the box, right? Most people only play it with the drumsticks. Well, what if you play them like the bongos, or you play them like the... Just a new way of thinking, right? But do what you were going to do with it, right? Now, that's another reason you can't mandate masks. Like, for instance, if a farmer in Georgia works from dusk to dawn and he don't really watch TV a lot and just goes to bed, right? He don't know COVID's even real, right? By the way. Now, it is Satan, though, promoting the spread of the virus, right? Now, how does God keep you from the virus? Well, you do have to play by certain rules, yes. But if it's airborne, guess what? Masks don't matter, right? See, all it has to do is get on your head or your body part, right? Or your hand and land there. And you put your hand to your eye to wipe something from your eye, and you have it. No, they don't. You need goggles. You need also what? Gloves. If you want to be totally safe, I told you this before. Goggles so it don't get in your eyes, right? And also what? Gloves. So y'all don't want to go that far with it. But you see it's still spreading. And you're wearing masks. So a mask ain't the only answer. Oh, no, it ain't. There's two other things you can do to prevent it that everyone can buy. Goggles and gloves like you see in the ER. Seriously. Don't listen to the schizophrenic because he was always schizophrenic. He didn't join the Navy and become schizophrenic within 2.5 years or so after being on the ship. Now, he passed A school and boot camp with flying colors, got a 3.8 the first year of his evals, right? After that, it was 2.75 because King gave me the evals. EMF and King, Carlos. That's why I couldn't remember his name. Plus, he's kind of blonde with blue eyes, right? Happy now? I still might be wrong, like I said, but I think that was what his name was. I didn't remember. It was he was kind of Hispanic, but he didn't look Hispanic. Right. hmm But anyway, now, but like I said, my grades in my course were only A's and B's, and more A's than B's. That's why I'm going to at least show my, psychiatrist or psychologist, whatever he is, or social worker, whatever he is, right? The grades. That's important too, right? hmm I know. And it was a 3.6, that's a 90, right? That would also have gotten me an honorable discharge if I was doing like 3.6 instead of 2.75. Now, even though I didn't plan on going out medically, right, what they did with me and Sheena might have caused that too, right? And the stress of, you know, Pastor Davis jerking off of his congregation allegedly, right? hmm And not sure if they were a part of it or not. Yeah, things like that, right? Because see, they knew I was going out there, right? And were calling me gay too, right? Well, how do you know? Did you go out there too, right? Did they get something they shouldn't have got, right? But not with me, because I wouldn't even get along with the old motherfucker. And as long as I was there, even if I stayed over at the men's apartments or whatever, right? I never seen him over there, right? Not when I was there, right? But anyway, now even put Pizza Hut might be closing 300 stores according to ABC, right? This morning, right? Oh, they're doing French toast with the Girl Scout cookie flavor. Okay. Cocoa Puffs.